So I told you guys, after staying at home for many years, I now decided to go for taxi course. As we call it, taxi school, taxi schule, taxi school. Okay. I finished the course, went to went for the exam. The first time I failed. Second time I failed. Third time I failed. Fourth time I failed. Listen attentively. At a time I became ashamed of myself because the examiners then knew me, recognized me like, this man, are you dumb? Do you understand me? But I'm going to tell you, nah, if I tell you this life is too spiritual, very, very deep. If you are not spiritual, you may not succeed, prevail in anything you are doing. You may not succeed in life. If you are not spiritually active, this is not going to you. Knowing things about this life. Now let's continue. Now, let me tell you, there was one particular question in that exam that kept making me fail. I was not able to answer that particular, question. It was called blind plan. Omodina, appreciate you. Omodina, I see you big time. Thank you so much. Omodi digital wealth. I see you. Now, I just switched on my YouTube now. Now listen. There was one particular question in that taxi exam that kept giving me headache, which was blind plan. That is, they showed us the map of Vienna. The map of Vienna, without the names of the streets written on it. Map of Vienna without the names of the streets written on it. They would draw where a street began and where a street ends. And that's it. They will ask you. Now Vienna has 23 districts. 23 districts. Then they will ask you only 3 questions in that blind plan. And that 3 questions you must answer 2 correctly. And you do not know, from the 23, the whole streets in Vienna, they will pick three streets and you must answer 2 correctly. You don't know which streets, which district the question might come from. That means you must learn the whole streets in Vienna. Are you getting the point? Vienna has 23 districts. And in that exam, they may pick any street from the 23, that is 3 streets from the 23 districts. Now you are to tell where a street started and where a street ends. Now listen. And no, they don't tell you the names of the streets. They don't write the names of the streets, nothing. It was too difficult. And you must you need to mark where the streets started and where it ends. You need to use a mark it. From the 3 questions, you need to get 2. Now listen. That was my biggest problem. I did not, how can somebody, now some people are very intelligent too. That question was tough. I kept failing it. Listen attentively. Now, there were some people, black people that I met in the exam. I met one guy in that exam. The guy sat very close to me. I know the guy way back. See my own table, my exam table. See the guy's exam table. That is, he could be seeing what I was writing. I can see what he was writing. But the thing is, everybody got a different question. They don't give, even if you want to copy from somebody, you cannot, because his question, the question he got, you understand me, was different from mine. So we all got different questions. Do you understand me? Now listen, guys, are you seeing me properly? Because I don't understand what's going on. Are you seeing me, guys, properly? Now, let's continue. So, one of the exam days like that, one day I went to the exam. The person that was sitting close to me, listen attentively, I like keeping it real. The man that was sitting close to me was my tribe man, and I know him far back in the days. After answering the questions I know, and I asked this guy, I said, boy, please could you help me with this question, this blind plan? You see, I do not understand where this street started and where the street ends. I did not understand. I don't understand where the street started and where the street ended. Man, the guy did not even look at me. I waited like 2-3 minutes. You know, examiners were just paroling up and down. I said, guy, please, could you help me? This is just one question that I needed to make this, to pass this exam. This question, because the other ones was much more easier for me. I said, please, do you have an idea? The guy did not even talk to me. After asking him 3 times, I forgot him. I just went and submitted my question sheet like that. Listen. Then, you know, if you fail the exam, you need to wait like 6 weeks. I can remember because it's many years ago. You know, you wait for like 6 weeks or 2 months to go receipt for that exam. On another occasion, I went there, I met another black man seated close to me. The same problem I had, that blind plan, where a street starts and where it ends. I met another black man. That one has always, even at the time my wife, then before I went for the exam, we bought, you know, I bought Vienna map. My wife will be calling the names of the streets, will be studying it. Now the thing is, it wasn't easy to cram the whole streets in the city in your head. Not these exams they are doing now. And then you have its dictates. That is, they will be talking, you nothing like as they are talking, you are writing, and you must have to write Dutch correctly. If you misspell, you fail. Your Dutch has to be correct. That they call it, as they are talking, the examiners are talking, you'll be writing it. Man, you don't know. Now listen. Now, and on another exam day, I met another African man seated next to me. I got, you know, every time you get another question. So I got another question, that blind plan. Asked that brother. The guy looked at me. He did not even give me attention. I did not bother to ask him again. I went and submitted my exam sheet back to the examiners and went home. Listen. 6 times I failed the taxi exam because of that blind plan. 6 times I failed the exam. Now let's go. I did not give up. At the time I became frustrated. I wanted to throw in. I said, let me quit and go start working in a factory. Well, I said, man, I cannot go. I don't have the strength to go and work in a factory. The 7th one, you know, if you fail, you need to pay exam fee. You need to pay exam fee to go receipts. The 7th one, I prepared, I read everything, and went in for the exam. This time around was a Turkish guy seated next to me. A young Turkish guy seated next to me. Now listen. After answering the questions I knew, I was busy. I answered the questions I knew, and the rest. It came to that blind plan again. This was the seventh time. Even everybody, my children, everybody, they were so frustrated. They said, Daddy, what's going on? I said, man, I'm doing my best. Now, how do you expect somebody? Now, these people are mean. How do you expect? You don't know where the question, which district the question might come from. Sometimes they may tell you to, mark where a small street started and where it ended. Very small street. With that name, anywhere, any district. Now listen. So I went in for this exam. The seventh time. It was a Turkish guy sitting next to me. Now listen. After answering the questions, I then asked this Turkish guy. He had beard like me. This Turkish guy, he had beard like me, small boy. I am much more older than the guy. I said, brother, do you have an answer to this blind plan, this question? The guy stopped what he was doing. He stopped writing his exam. Listen to me attentively. This was a Turkish guy. There are so many things you learn from this program now. This is the main topic. This is the main topic. Guys, as you watch me, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube page at Uncle Rodi. Now, this Turkish guy, immediately I asked him the question. He stopped writing his exam. Listen attentively. Looked at my question mark, the question. I pointed to him. I said, do you know the answer to this question, this blind plan? The Turkish guy said I should give him some minutes. He looked at it, he looked at his own blind plan. He found where the street is located. He now showed me how to mark it, where it began and where it ended. First one. I thanked him. I did not know the second one, the third one, because this was a big problem to me. I gave the guy like 3 minutes. I called him again, the same Turkish guy. I said, brother, can you do this Friday? I said, you know the question to this, the answer to this question. The guy dropped what he was doing. He dropped the big, looked at my, now listen. That's why I tell you there are, in every, now man is God to man, this is the best. Listen to this story, it will interest you. This particular guy again, immediately I asked him the question. He stopped, writing his exam. This is why I keep telling you, a bad person is a bad person. It has nothing to do with religion. Bad person is a bad person. He has nothing to do with religion. Listen. This Turkish person, immediately I asked him the second question. He stopped answering writing his exam. Looked at my question paper. Studied the blind plan. Now showed me where to mark, to start, where the street began and where the street ended. Number 2. Don't forget, 3 questions you need to pass 2. You need to answer 2 correctly. From the 3 questions, you need to answer 2 correctly. If you get 1 correctly, you will not pass. And you must get, that's one of the important questions, part of the exam you must pass. The guy gave me 2 answers to the question, remaining another 1. Now guess what? I gave the guy some minutes. Asked him again. The guy dropped what he was doing. Studied the blind plan again. Now listen. Now he told me where the streets began and where it ended. He marked it for me. I marked. Now, I carried my question paper, my exam sheet, and went and submitted. I did not see the guy again in life. Because if you submit your exam sheet, you keep going. That was the last I saw. I did not see the guy. Listen, this was theory part of it. There is another part of the exam, we call it Mundlich Prüfung. Mundlich Prüfung that is like oral examination. What is it called? You need to say the answer, you don't write. Or that should be the correct something. We call it Mundlich. That is, they ask you questions, you answer. Yes, it's not that you write. That's the now. And that is for another day. You go, the examiners will ask you. They show you buildings, they show you things like where is the parliament, where is the this, you know, that kind of exercise. That's oral examination, you know. Now, we call it Mundlich Prüfung. Now listen. That was on another day. They'll give you like 2 weeks to go for that exam, oral examination. You go and talk about it. You know, they ask you some important places. So, you know, nobody knows it all. On that day, there are some other people that came with their wives, their friends. You know, you can come and your wife or your friend may sit outside, wait for you. So there was one Turkish guy that I knew back in the days. This was on another day. You know, we did not, you know, the Mundliche Prüfung, that is the oral exam, they gave us like 2 weeks or 3 weeks to go sit for it. Listen to this. So when we got to not many people, you know, because not everybody made it to that Mundliche Prüfung. So the day we had to sit for that, I was like nervous, you know. I met a lot of other guys. 2 other black guys were there. A lot of people gave up along the way, said they cannot. Now it was too tough, too hard. I met one Turkish man that came with his wife. The wife was wearing hijab. What is it called? Covering her head. Listen attentively so that you learn. Another Turkish man, not the one that helped me during my theory. I think, what's it called? I think that's the exam. Yes, the last time. Now, on another occasion, I met another Turkish man with his wife. The wife escorted him. So the guy saw me, called, "Hi, Rodi, if you guys there, how are you doing?" I said, "Man, I'm doing good." He said, "We made it this far." I said, "Yes." We were discussing now who knows the question that they may ask us. You know, they were calling us one after the other, you know. Listen. Now ask, you know, what they were calling like the parliament, the days, what, how many, the blah, blah, blah. You know, you need to know I mean, important buildings, you know. There are some places you need to know as a taxi driver. You know, it's been a long time, many years ago. Many important sites, locations, buildings you've got to know as a taxi driver. You must know it. So I asked, you know, the Turkish man, we communicated in German language. I said, "Brother," I said, "do you know this? You know this?" Guess what? The brother, me and this Turkish guy, we are exchanging ideas, trying to help each other. Guess what? The wife of this Turkish man began to give the husband time not to tell me. I was shocked. See, this is to tell you that people are different. In every country, in every tribe, in every race, you see good and bad people there. In every religion, you see good and bad people there. Listen to this gist so that you learn. So as the Turkish man was telling me, was telling me like the churches and the important places, tourist attractions, like all these kind, Stephan's Dome, Stephan's Plat and things like that. The wife was telling him, I caught the woman. Now listen to this. The other Turkish guy I met in my exam, you know, helped me. He was a Turkish guy. And this guy too also was a Turkish guy, but the wife was against him helping me. The same Turkish people, the same country, the same race, but they are different in their ways. So, you cannot condemn a particular race, tribe, or religion because of one person. Or say these people are bad. Are you getting the story now? Let's go further. Let's go further. Listen, you will learn life is too deep. You cannot take because one particular person provoked you and you condemn the entire people, the entire tribe, or entire religion. Are you getting the gist? Let's go further. Now let's go. So when I eventually got my taxi license, listen, this story is important. You will learn a lot from this story, and this is an eye-opening message. Listen, when I eventually got my taxi license, I began to drive taxi and started making money. One day, there were so many passengers on the road. The business was going fine. I was jamming my music, playing my music, enjoying it because I was making money. People were stopping me. Work was going on good. One young boy, listen to the gist. One young boy stopped me. He waved his hand. I stopped. The guy boarded by, when you are driving taxi, you cannot recognize the passenger, the person that stops you, because you are not looking at the face. You are concentrated, driving your car. So when somebody raises the hand, you will not have that time of saying you want to know who the person. Very rare. So somebody raised the hand up. I saw it was a black person. He entered my car behind. As the guy entered behind, now listen, the guy spoke to me. With the accent I found out this guy seems to come from my side, my tribe. So we began to speak my native language. This story will interest you. So we started speaking my native language. And the conversation was flowing fine. The conversation was going well. The guy now told me he was going to Shopping City Sud. That Shopping City Sud would cost like 40 euros. I said this was a good drive. So this guy would give me 40 euros. That would make my day, 40 euros. Now, plan already made. I said after this, I drive for a few hours and I go home. Now, as the guy, we were discussing, when was the last time you went home, blah, blah, blah. We were not discussing. The gist was flowing fine. Now, when I was about to reach that Shopping City Sud, that place is a shopping center. It's a big, something like that, shopping center. The guy said, bro, do you still have time to take me back? He was like all these guys that were into some kind of shady deals. Listen, he was like all these kind of guys that were into these kind of shady deals, Now, he said, bro, do you have time to take me? Because he just want to settle somebody and then I take him back. I said, wow. I said, that means I would make 80 euros. Now my day then was made. I said, that's cool though. Going 40 euros to and fro, that is 80 euros. I said, man, now who wouldn't wait? I said, man, I will wait for you. When I got to to that shopping city soon. The guy said he want to give somebody, there is a fast food restaurant there. The guy said he want to drop something for somebody. He will be back in 2 minutes or 1 minute. I said, no problem, bro. Because we spoke the same language, we conversed, everything. Young, lively guy. I said, I packed my car. I said, boy, I'm waiting for you here. Now, listen. He didn't pay me because my plan was when I take him back to the city, then he pay me my 80 euros and then that's it. Maybe from there I drive home. Listen, 1 minute, the guy did not show. 2 minutes, the guy did not show. 5 minutes, the guy did not show. 8 minutes, I started getting nervous. This guy told me 2 minutes. And he went to a fast food restaurant there. 12 minutes. And I looked at my time. I said, what was going on? I went to that fast food restaurant. Everybody knows the fast food restaurant that I'm talking about. I went there, searched everywhere, looked everywhere, ran up and down. I did not see the guy. I said, what? The guy hid himself. I waited. 30 minutes I was looking for the guy. I went everywhere. But man, what I did not do was to go to the toilet. Man, I went everywhere. I searched. 40 minutes. I did not see this guy. This guy disappeared. He ran away with my money. 1 hour. Man, I was so furious. I was so sad. I said, if I catch this guy today, the police will settle this case. A young boy did this to me that day. Man, I've never been upset in my life the way I was that day. I've never been upset in my life the way I was upset that day. Man, 1 hour I was waiting. I went everywhere, searched that this guy hid himself. I don't know how the guy ran. Maybe I did not know how the guy disappeared. After 1 hour of waiting, after waiting for 1 hour, I said I cannot waste the day there. That means 40 euros that we agreed on to take him there, gone. The 40 euros he did not pay me. Somebody that speaks the same language with me. We had a pleasant conversation as black people, the same tribe, did this. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. When I come on social media to tell you that somebody is from your tribe does not mean that person will not do you bad. Some people don't understand. Somebody from another tribe might be your destiny helper. Somebody from another religion might be your destiny helper. You see this life? A family member, your village person might be your worst enemy, may fight you to make sure you don't progress. Man, as I was driving back to Vienna, I was boiling. If you see how I was shaking, I said, if I had got, but then, my hope was, if I should see that guy one day, but how can I recognize the guy? Because I did not see his face. He was seated at the back. He was at the back. Do you understand me? He was at the back. You understand what I mean? You see what I'm talking about? Every time I go on YouTube, you see somebody, a hater, go to my YouTube channel and be writing rubbish. This person, the energy and time he's spending to be coming to try to distract me or to stop my progress, he should use it to better his life. You don't see, you understand me? I started this program by telling you that every human being you see in this life is not the same. People are different, and there are possessed people. There are people that came into this world just to do evil. This is why there are people, some people avoid others. That is, they don't want to have any kind of interaction, communication with others. because some people are not normal. That is, you stay on your own, somebody will come. His own is to look for a way to spoil your show. Do you understand what I mean? This is life for you. Sometimes you see somebody that you do not know want to tear you down, want to pull you down for doing him nothing. This is why sometimes when you see tragedy, happen to some people, now just keep going. Some people are their own destiny destroyers. Some people caused their own problems. I'm telling you, there are people, they cause their own problems. That is, they stay. What they do is to keep looking for problems, fighting who is not fighting them. Learn from these things. Let's continue. So now, guys, listen. That day I was saying, how I wish I could see that guy that ran away with my money. You know what it means to drive out of town? 40 euros, and the guy disappeared. Man, I thought about that guy for almost 1 month. But then, if I should see that guy on the streets, I wouldn't recognize him because he was seated at the back. You know, when that position he sat, we were just communicating, but I could not get his face. I couldn't, I wasn't able to. I mean, that glass there, I could not. I did not even expect that such a thing would happen. I did not expect that such a thing will happen. So, what I'm saying is this: in life, you've got to be very, very careful. At the same time, remain open. Somebody said it will not happen again. No, I learned my lesson. The lesson I learned is not to trust anybody. And after that, see, now if I tell you how many people that ran away with my money during my days as a taxi driver, you will not believe it. If I drive you to a particular destination, you will pay me my money there inside that car. If I drive, I learned my lesson. Once beaten, twice shy. Anyway, even if you say as I'm dropping you, you open the door, I grab you, you must pay me my money, even if you are Angel Michael. I learned the lesson. This is why I keep saying, I trust nobody, and don't do anything based on tribe. I'm a friend to all. That is, if I see that is, during my active days, I don't discriminate. I don't want to know your country of origin. I don't want to. I don't have tribe. I don't want to know your tribe or your race. I'm telling you, if I want to talk about racism, I talk about racism. If I want to talk about religion, I talk about religion. I don't want to know who you are. A Christian believer may be your destiny helper. A Muslim believer may be your destiny helper. Somebody from another tribe may be your destiny helper. An European might even be the person that will make your life comfortable. Though at times, some people are very sentimental. Maybe one person from a particular tribe will do you something. You will say, man, this tribe is bad. Don't say like that. See, some people married from a particular tribe say you are in inter-tribal marriage. And because your marriage crashed with somebody from another tribe, you now generalize, condemn the whole tribe. When the issue of say, a particular tribe comes out, you say, these people are bad, don't marry from that tribe. You want to condemn a particular tribe based because even that crash of that marriage, because it could be your fault. Yes. Maybe you crashed that marriage. And because your marriage did not succeed with a man or woman from a particular tribe, you want to generalize. You say the whole tribe, men or women, are bad. That is not so. There are some other people that married from the same tribe and their marriage prospered. I listen to me. Some other people marry. That's why I told you we are carrying different energies. That person, see in life, that person that is your worst enemy may be another person's destiny helper. That's your enemy. That's your worst enemy might be that person you see that you are calling a devil, might be a savior to somebody else. Life is deep. This is why you should not inherit another person's enemy. Don't involve yourself in certain things. Because when you go inherit another person's enemy, you do not know if that enemy could be your destiny helper. That is the person. That is the person's enemy. Listen. Guys, are you listening to me? Because your friend's enemy could be your destiny helper. You don't understand it. Man, let me charge my hand. My hand is off. Man, now I'm getting older. I'm learning a lot in life. Somebody may not like your friend. Yes, somebody may not like your friend, but like you. Somebody may hate your friend because maybe the energy does not align together. You understand me? Somebody may hate your friend and like you. Want to help. Okay, listen. I told you guys the story of how I passed my exam, my taxi exam. I asked people of my race, tribe to help me answer the question. They ignored me. They did not even utter a word. Do you understand me? They did not help me. I asked a man from Turkey, now please could you help me answer this question? The guy volunteered and helped me. Now let me, I forgot the gist. After many years, after like 2 years, one day, I parked my car at a taxi stand, where we gathered to, where I usually park to hustle passengers. So another car came behind me, parked behind me, Each time I park my car, I jump. If I park my car waiting for passengers, the next thing is I will get out of my car because sitting for long is not good for me, So I will just immediately I park my car, jump out of the car so as to stand for a while before I continue. As I exited my car, the person behind me was that guy that helped me when I sat for my taxi exam, that young boy. You see, I said, brother, Vigeste, how are you doing? He said, good, good, good. I said, do you still remember me? He said he does not remember me. I said, do you still remember me? He said, nine. Ich habe vergessen. I said, you don't remember me? He said, nine. I see life. But I did not forget him. I did not forget his face. Now I reminded him. I said, both of us sat for taxi exam the same day. You were the person that helped me with blind plan question. He said, yeah. I said, yeah. Have you remembered? He said, yes, now he remembered. I checked him. I said, you want coffee, drink? He said, no, passion, brother. He said, no. Some people are simply good. There are some people, even if they know the answer to that question, they will never tell you. They are bitter people, bad people. And I always say here, in this video, I said, listen, in life you must be prepared for such people, bad people. You understand me? In life, you must prepare for bad people, enemies, haters. How not to allow them distract you. How to deal with them. That's it. Do you understand me? So guys, story plenty. I will be coming back later on, maybe in a few hours' time, to discuss another topic. And the next topic is going to be an interesting one. So get prepared. This is the end of the program. I appreciate everybody who came to join me. I told you guys yesterday that this life is a battle. And it is a battle you must have to win. If you do not win, the enemies will celebrate. So guys, you can go to my YouTube channel. You subscribe to my YouTube channel at Uncle Rody on YouTube. Go to Uncle Rody on YouTube and subscribe. Or you see my bio on TikTok, Uncle Rody, you see my YouTube link. Press that link, it will direct you to my YouTube channel. Jordan, sir, I see you. Jordan, how are you doing? So, my next program, I'm not going to take time. Maybe 2-3 hours I will be back again. Guys, Jordan has been one of the core followers of this page. Jordan has been here. He is here and he is still here. He's been here since when I started this page. Jordan, Miss Mendes, Majestically Manen, Patrick Martins, and a whole lot of other guys that I cannot remember, I cannot mention. So many of them. Moneybag and a whole lot. Bank Book and so many other people. So many. Osayi Obaruese, I see you. Osayi Obaruese, I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. Man, and nobody's going to stop the party. Nobody. No matter what you do, the party must go on. You hear me? Instead, I go live 5 times a day. No matter this, you cannot stop a determined person. No matter now who born you? Now where you want pass? You want to who be the person? Who is the person now? The party. The more you try to stop me, the more you see the best of me. That's when I will even trigger into action. I move into action. The moment you want to stop me, that is when you will see me galvanize into action. I know the grill. You stop me for what now? You cannot. Come with your bully, come with your hateful comments. You will see me moving forward. And the more you try to stop me, the more I come online and tell stories. The more you see me every minute. So today I'm going live multiple times. Say whatever you want to say. I'm here. And nobody's going to stop the party. Guys, let me... Somebody say I should come with jazz. For what now? I don't need jazz. You understand me? So I don't put on this in. So guys, I'll be back in a few hours. Today, I'm going to go live multiple times, maybe 3 or 4 times. That's going to be my activity for the day. Today is Sunday. Everywhere is boring. People are depressed. You understand me? So that's it. Even if they come with juju, juju will not stop me. Juju has not stopped me. You know, the person did not stop me when I was struggling. Is it now that the person will stop me? Do you understand me? Man, see, Majestically Money, are they having carnival in UK? Are they? Giovanni, I see you. You see this muscle now? See muscle now. See now. See my biceps. See muscles now. You see it. Power. You want to try? Kenneth Oradun, I see you. Daniel Berry, good morning. Nomsi is in. Nomsi, you just join us. I get muscle now. I get energy. I get muscle. Now, you know what? See, my own is, come rain or sunshine, I must always show up. Come rain or sunshine, consistency is the key. Yes, so consistency. I must always show up. Whether I have clothes or not, whether I have good clothes or not, whether I must show up. That's it. Now, so it be. That's it. So, guys, I want to end the program here. Give me some hours. Giovanni, I see you. Give me some hours and I will be back once again. This is breakfast show. Do you understand me? Guys, we're about to hit 100,000 followers on TikTok. That's going to make me happy. We are about to hit 100,000. Maybe before tomorrow now. We hit 100,000. That'll make me happy. And somebody said I should teach him how to do juju. He wants to know how to communicate with spirits. Somebody see, I go to Africa and go and learn juju now. You want to go, you go there, you want to go do juju, juju will do you. You want to go and go there, you want to go join a witchcraft association. Go there, they use you and package. Have you not seen some people that want to go do money, but they use the person to go do Guys, when I come back, I tell you the story of a woman who went to a story will plenty today. I will write it down so that I don't forget. I'll write stories plenty, and I'm coming. Let me just chill a bit and then come back. Story plenty, true life stories coming your way later. Somebody said it's spirit religion and not just witchcraft. You want to be communicating with spirits. Well, guys, I'll be coming back later. Let me go chill a bit. Come back and I'll give you guys gist.